forgot the glasses again. Oh well. It is what it is. Oh, the sun is blazing now. I can feel it on my back. Let's go down. Which way? This way. Hey, look, it's the Mazamorra man. What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This is the Mazamorra man. Mazamorra. Hola, señor. It's a kind of corn soup thing, but it's not sour or salty. But it could be sweet if you add bocadillo to it. Guava paste. Little squares. So that's the guy over there, the guava paste. Bocadillo. Excuse me, Mazamorra man. Welcome to the barber shop. I'll give you all I got. I'm just rambling on. Because Lord knows I was born a rambling man. This is Envigado, baby. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. So, what's up, guys? Anybody new to this live streaming stuff? When you're watching this after it has been streamed, my name is Eddie, Traveling Eddie. This is the channel handle. And I'm a travel vlogger and foodie vlogger, vegetarian, because I'm a vegetarian. I eat vegetarian food only. And I love traveling. That's my thing. Right now, currently here in Envigado, Antioquia, in the country of Colombia, in case y'all didn't know, and you came on accidentally. And it's beautiful. And Colombia just came out in the news on Travel Off Path, a website that is dedicated to the travel industry with articles and everything. You gotta get some shade because the sun is beaming now. It's about 11 a.m. here in October. And I'm just doing this, showing you how cool it is. And I was saying that Travel Off Path came out with an article this week that Colombia has become the #1 destination in South America for American travelers this year, 2022. And that 2 million people, foreign tourists, have flown into the country this year, or something to the effect. I don't remember all the info, but there you go. And that American travelers are really eyeing this destination of Colombia, and in particular, places like Medellin, Bogota, but many more prefer Medellin because of the weather. And this is Envigado, not Medellin. Envigado is right next door to Medellin. It's just a town next over from the city of Medellin. And they have a lot of coffee shops in this town here of Envigado. This one right here is called Divergent. Divergent. And it's chocolate and coffee. And look at that, they say they got pumpkin cake, pumpkin pie, especially for Halloween. And this is the place. Nice little cafe here. You can come and chill, have some local Colombian pastry and all that. A lot of barber shops all over the place. Get cheap haircuts here at the barber shop. Get a nice fade, nice haircut. It'll probably run you about 14,000 pesos in these neighborhoods. And 14,000 pesos with the US dollar right now getting so expensive here in Colombia. The Colombian dollar, Colombian peso is losing a lot of value, devaluation. And now it's like 4,800 pesos for a US dollar. So your dollar goes a long way here. And 14,000 peso haircut will be like just at $3, right at $3 for a haircut. I mean, $3. Can you beat that in the States? No. I hear that going to the barber shop is like 20 bucks. Even in Brooklyn, New York, or whatever. Unless it's a clandestine barber shop, which is working somewhere. Look at the beautiful connection is getting a little funny because I see the video is kind of pausing. Whatever. It happens. Soon I'll be making a video about the corner style houses here in Envigado, some of them that still exist, like that one too, right there, the old school, 80, 90, 100 years old. Everything else is very new now because they've knocked out a lot of houses. over the years. I don't even really know why this connection today is kind of like slow, but hey, whatever. Maybe the phone is starting to get really tired out. I've had this phone for 3 years now. Today, I bought this phone back in October 2019. Yep. Well, I've used it a whole lot. Made many vlogs with this phone. Many vlogs. Used it a lot for work when I was in Mexico last year. Working online as a teacher. Looks like molasses coming down from these trees, kind of like in Savannah, Georgia. I used to live near Savannah, an hour away in Statesboro, Georgia, when I was a college student up at Georgia Southern University. So yeah, American travelers have been choosing this destination as their number one place to go in South America this year, 2022. And it's only going to get better. Hey, how are you? MW. Wow, it's been a while. How are you? MW. I mean, I think the last time you were on a live stream was sometime last year before I went to Mexico, or maybe even to Mexico with a couple of live streams I did there. How are you, MW? How's it going? MW, what's up? MW, where are you these days? Where is it that you're connecting from? It's the mini Coca-Cola truck. A little mini one now. This school is about 100 years old. Because my grandfather went to the school. This is a school right here. Back in Minnesota, okay, gotcha. Minnesota Vikings land, football. Want to bring your lab dog? Okay, yeah, you can do it. Yeah, I mean, if you get a nice enough apartment or place to live where they will permit, there are a lot of pet-friendly places here. People that don't hassle, don't give you a problem about having a doggy in the apartment. Yeah, this is a pet-friendly place. People love dogs here in Colombia. Even one of my subscribers and followers on Instagram as well, and subscribers on YouTube, she told me she was amazed how much of a dog-loving place Medellin, Rio Negro are here in Colombia. And it is true. People here love dogs a lot. So yeah, I recommend it, but you gotta, and the veterinarian costs here, the vet is much cheaper to visit here than in the States for vet purposes. Yeah, and I got doggies back at the country house, but I don't know where you would be living, but most apartments here that are rented out are pet friendly. They do allow dogs to be there, but they do have some rules. Make sure your dog doesn't bark. It's not barking all day when it's alone or whatever. That is a nice, well-behaved dog, so that the other tenants, the other people living in the apartment building or community, gated community, can have their peace and quiet. But yeah, MW. Well, Envigado will be a better bet, even cheaper to get rentals here than in Medellin in terms of the nice neighborhoods. Yeah, I remember the pet deposit when I lived in Jersey, when I had two of my dogs there, but they already passed away. $40 per vaccine in the USA? Nah, when you get a vaccine here, when you get a shot for your dog, like I've done here every year with the dogs at the country house, and that's the vet pays a house call because it's in the countryside. My dad's vehicle ain't working right now. It's more like 40,000 pesos, which is like roughly $10, $9 for a vaccine shot, not $40. So it's like 25% of the actual cost in the States. MW. Well, yeah, Laureles is a younger crowd, man. Yeah, this is Envigado, not Medellin, and yeah, Hey, Jalisco. What's up, Guanajuato Travels and Adventures? MW, you can check out Jalisco. He's an American. What's up, Jalisco? What's up, bud? How you doing? Guanajuato Travels. He's an American in Texas. He's an American in Mexico. And check him out. What's up, buddy? Out there in Jalisco, in the state of Jalisco, somewhere in Mexico there. I was around there last year. Give me a moment, guys. I got to ask for something here. Give me just a second. I got to ask something for my mom here at this place. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Buenos días. Aquí venden una dona que es para cuando una persona la operan de la... Así para que así no se moleste el coxis y todo, y también para que no le des caras mientras están recuperando. Ah, esa es la dona, qué bien. ¿Y cuánto vale esta dona?
70.
70,000 pesos. Ah, bien, y eso es para una mujer que mi madre es pequeña y todo eso, le sirve a ella perfecta. ¿Sí o no? Ah, bueno, no, sí, yo me las llevo. Por favor. ¿Me das una bolsita? Ay, queremos que no esté desinflada.
No,
Ah, eso
eso
está
viene
inflado.
desinflado, sí.
Ah, ok.
Eso era lo que te iba a explicar. Mira, él trae este repuesto. Ese repuesto no lo pueden botar, o sea, él trae uno.
Sí.
Pero tienen que guardar este. Y esto se infla con la boca.
¿Se infla con qué?
Con la boca.
Ah, con la boca. Ya. Te entendí otra cosa diferente. Ah, listo, no, todo bien. 70. ¿Cómo es tu nombre?
Estefanía.
Gracias, Estefanía. Edwin.
¿Te doy bolsa?
Sí, por favor, porque como voy caminando para que no se me caiga por ahí. Normalmente no pido, pero no pensaba tener una bolsa. I'm just buying this donut for my mom. It's an inflatable donut. Even better, she has a problem and needs to take care of it so she doesn't get this sore going on her butt. Muchas gracias. ¿Eso tiene garantía o algo así? Pues, o no está bien, no tiene perforaciones ni nada. Ah, bueno, porque no, yo no creo que mi madre saque chuzos en la nalga para perforarlo, pero bueno. Gracias, Estefanía. Cuando necesito recibo ni nada, pero si tengo que hacer un cambio.
Vienes y ya.
Gracias, porque normalmente está el señor aquí. Ah, bueno, porque aquí cada rato le compro algo. Gracias, esté bien. All right, guys, I just bought that donut. Just quick explanation. My mom, she had a medical problem this year. She was hospitalized back in May of this year, and she was in the hospital for 2 weeks because she started losing the use of her legs because of some neuropathological problem, neuropathology. And well, let me show you this place. This is a co-working place, cafe, and people can come in and do co-working anywhere from the world. You got a good internet signal, and this is about 2 blocks away from the park, and it's called Las Calacas. There's kind of a Mexican vibe to it with the Katrina of the skull there. And yeah, so this is a cafe there, and you can see it's pretty cool. Got all kinds of coffee. And this is in Envigado. This is probably one of the few places, I think there's another place, there are like 2 other places here in Envigado that have cafe co-working places. So if you're a digital nomad like myself, because I work online as an English language teacher, you can look for these places here in Envigado. And the Laurel scene is better for MW. And so I was just saying, my mom lost the use of her legs because her nerves in her legs, the nerve pathways are swollen or inflamed, whatever you want to call it. And due to that, she cannot. I'm gonna go this way. Plus, I see a beautiful woman, and she lost her mobility, and she's just regaining it slowly with physical therapy, physical rehabilitation, and all of that. So yeah, and so she, from laying on her back so much on her butt and everything, because she can't walk, and she's getting her leg strength back just right now. She can't even get up on her own. She needs that donut so that that sore that forms around the coccyx, like the tailbone, those sores don't keep forming, and so they can heal. Because right now they're formed. One is formed, and others have healed before. We're coming up on the main square here, the main park. So that's why I'm buying that. I was buying that donut, and I came out here to do this live stream while buying it and showing you guys a little bit of Envigado, different from Medellin. Medellin is just down the road. I mean, you go straight down that road right here past the park and you catch a bus. I'm going to show you because I'm going to walk that way so I can show you this part of Envigado. This is the main square. That's the main church here, St. Gertrude. This is the street that comes up from the metro station, from the Envigado metro station, and from the biggest mall in South America called Viva Envigado. Comes up this way. And yeah, see, it's pet friendly. People love pets. Like somebody's doggy here. Oh, it looks like one of the dogs I had. I remember I had a dog like that. His name was Sparky. So they're putting up all the Christmas decoration. You guys are wondering what the heck? Halloween is just coming. It's only next week, or in a week and a half from now, like on the 31st on Monday. And why the heck is all this Christmas stuff going up? Because Medellin, Colombia, Envigado, this is Envigado, they love Christmas time, and they already playing Christmas type music, the party music that people love to hear here, listen to traditionally here, and all the way from the month of September. And now we're in October, almost at the end. And you got a lot of pensioners here. A lot of pensioners hang out in this park here in the main square. This is a very laid back place. This is calm, and at night, this park is dead after 8:30 p.m. or 9. So you got all these old timers. They're just hanging out. They're just chilling, relaxing. And that's St. Gertrude right there, the church, the main church here. St. Gertrude, Santa Gertrudis. So let me see what you guys are saying. I haven't read the messages for a moment. Hey, Kev, what's up? Kev TV. Kev has a channel on YouTube too by the same name, Kev TV. What's up, Kev? And Jalisco, Guanajuato Travels. Check out Jalisco, Guanajuato Travels. He's an American that's been living in Mexico for a while now, and he's even giving some important information for anybody that wants to get a resident visa in Mexico, and he's already got some friends that have gotten it. So he has the information for anybody interested in Mexico. Viva Mexico. Kev, what's up? How you doing, Kev? So yeah, man, we're here to help each other grow, help one another grow. We're YouTubers. Kev is a YouTuber. Kev has helped me a lot. He's the one that got me into live streaming, right, Kev? Kev got me into the live streaming. It's because of Kev that I'm doing this live streaming, not just pre-recorded vlogs and short reels on YouTube, but live streams. And Jalisco Guanajuato Travels, he's a cool guy, and he's mellow. And I've seen some of his videos, and I'm gonna see some more when I get the chance. I've just been crazy busy. I'm working 10, 11 hours a day, usually Monday through Friday. Friday's my lightest day. And that's why I'm running this errand here for my mom, buying this while the nurse is taking care of her at home. How the birds, the pigeons just fly around, swarming around. That's so cool. It's a safe municipality. It's a safe township, Envigado. Much safer than Medellin. Really it is. But you won't know in case unless you come and see it for yourselves. Yeah, no problem. Jalisco, Guanajuato Travels and Adventures. And thanks, Easy Rider. What's up, Easy Rider? Just looking at the stuff, and I forgot my glasses, but I can see right now with good light that you're in the chat. You're on live here. So what's up, Easy Rider? Thanks for the good wishes, man. Neuropathy, yeah. Yeah, neuropathy. My mom she's diabetic, but they don't know yet what the real cause of her neuropathy is, what she's experiencing. My mom is 70 years old. She's still young. Wow, your mom is 94 years old. Wow. Wow, Easy Rider. How's she doing right now, Easy? And Kev's mom is about the same age. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I hope my mom gets better too. And she is getting better slowly but surely. Just it's a slow process from what the neurologist says. The neurology doctor, the neurologist. My mom had an appointment again this past Wednesday, and she saw my mom is getting much better. They're giving her steroid pills that come in the form of steroids. Let's keep walking here. Let me read these messages. I just can't be walking, talking, and looking at the screen because I might run into somebody or run into a pothole. And back in March of this year, I messed up my right foot around the big toe, right before the big toe starts. And it's still hurting a little bit right now, even after all this time. "15-day visit Medellin." Now, if you're a high roller, good morning to you. Who's asking that question? The Abhishek. Abhishek. Abhishek, are you from India? Namaste, bhai sahab. Aap kaise hai? Or tum kaise ho? There's a little traffic right here. See, they're putting up the Christmas lights and everything right now. They're putting up all the Christmas decorations here because they're getting ready for Christmas. And it's still a month and some days away, but they're getting all the Christmas stuff ready. मेरा नाम Eddie. मेरा नाम Eddie है. I'm learning Hindi so I could go back to India speaking at least some form of simple Hindi. So Abhishek, Ja Abhishek, 15-day visit to Medellin. If you just want to have a good time but not spend crazy money, $1,000 you'll have a good time here. You'll eat at good restaurants. You can go to the Guatapé tour. You can go to the Santa Fe, the Antioquia tour. On another day, you could go to the Jardín tour, which is a 2-day trip because you would spend the night there because it's just 3 hours from here by bus or more. Jardín. So just to spend here, not taking into account the airfare, but just to spend and everything, about $1,000. That would be like 4,200,000 right now, 4,300,000 pesos. For $1,000, that would be 4,300,000 Colombian pesos. So this is a lively town on a Friday here. And if you, with $1,000, you'll have a good 15 days. And if you just want to be really comfortable and spend more money and go to nightclubs and whatever, and I don't know what, maybe $2,000, but that's just too much. But that's if you're just a high roller, if you like to spend a lot of money. Abhishek. Let me read some more messages here. Let me see. Hey, thanks, Kev, for subbing my friend's channel there. Jalisco Guanajuato Travels and Adventure. So, Ja Abhishek, how are you, buddy? Where are you from? Yeah, MW, that's right. It depends on what the person wants to do. Hey, MW, thanks a lot for the $5. I appreciate it. Really, I appreciate it. All that money that is coming in through the donations during the live streams or people doing the tipping thing, what is it called? The thanks button on pre-recorded videos. All that money I'm saving up for my return to India next year, my return to Bharat, because I'm gonna go and live in India probably for the rest of my life, traveling around India as I work and make videos and whatever, and just traveling and exploring and making videos, and then going to Nepal and Pakistan and Sri Lanka and Thailand when I have to leave India every 6 months or whatever it is on the tourist visa regulations. Thanks a lot, MW. Really appreciate it. A good cup of coffee, yeah, thanks, man. I'm just saving the money. I'm saving that money as much as I can. Minnesota, USA, that's where MW's from. Check out Jalisco Guanajuato Travels and Adventures. You can visit Colombia. I think Indians, I'm not sure, because you'd have to check out the Colombian government immigration website and see if Indians require a visa before coming here. I mean, many countries just visa on arrival. Many countries just can come here. People from many countries in the world can just come to Colombia without having a visa, and then they get it when they arrive in the airport, and they get a visa on arrival. But some countries, I don't know if India's in that. I'm gonna see if I can find out later on. But if you look for it yourself on the Colombian government website, immigration, or you can Google the question, do Indian citizens need a visa before traveling to Colombia? I would think maybe not, but I'm not sure. I know that Americans, everybody in general, we need visas before we go to India. We need to apply for a visa before we go to India. I had to apply for it, and I'm American. It doesn't matter. It's only a few countries that don't require a visa before going to India, and they just get it when they arrive, like Nepal or I think Sri Lanka. But other countries, other people, other nationalities, we need to apply for a visa. I have to apply for my visa, and I'm gonna go for my 5-year multiple entry tourist visa to India. 5-year multiple entry visa, and right now it's an electronic visa that the Indian government is giving, that you don't have to go to an Indian consulate or Indian consulate mission or an Indian embassy here in Bogota or whatever. and you can just apply online. And it's like $80 US, 5 year, and it's pretty easy to get. The only complication is the thing on the website that is so long to fill out all the information, and then you probably have to save, and then when you time out, then you got to come back the next day and finish off the rest of the application. But for Colombia, I'm not sure, Abhishek, but I would recommend you find out. Just investigate. I wish I knew the answer right now, but I don't. Look at the mountains over there. It's a hazy morning in that direction, but look at the mountains. The mountains go up, and it's a hazy, so you can't see the top. I can't even see the top of the mountains, but it starts going up the hills, all the way up the hills towards the east, towards the airport. The international airport is on the other side in the city called Rio Negro. And we're here in the party district of Envigado. This is a little party district here. Envigado is a very calm town. See, MW just gave you the information, $1,000 for 1 week. It just depends on what you want to spend your money on. And MW spent $700. Thanks for that information for 1 week. So 2 weeks, you might be spending $1,500, maybe $1,000, maybe $1,200. I don't know. It depends on each person, Abhishek. But here's the thing, Abhishek. If you go to restaurants, even in Poblado, Laureles, in Medellin, or here in Envigado, you go to the local restaurants that are not in the expensive malls or very expensive areas, and they have the daily lunch special. And they even have vegetarian food here if you are a vegetarian. And you get the daily lunch special for 18,000 pesos. Right now it's like less than $4 for lunch. But then if you go to the regular menu on the restaurants, then you might be paying 25, 35, 40,000 pesos for lunch or for dinner. And 40,000 pesos is like $9 American. And then breakfast you can have on the street too at some little breakfast restaurant places, and dinner too. And then taxis are very cheap to take around. Like if you move around in Medellin, in MW, you can confirm this. Take a taxi, let's say from Poblado, Medellin, where most foreigners go to relax and hang out. 10th Street, Provenza, Geras, in Manila. And if you want to take a taxi from there to Laureles, to the other area where the big stadium is, sports complex where the football clubs play, Nacional in Medellin, football clubs, then it's only like 16,000 pesos maximum. And that's still like $3 and some change for a taxi ride, which is really cheap. Because in the States or in Canada, that same taxi ride is going to cost you like $20, $25. And here it's going to cost you $3, $4 max. And from here, from Envigado, right here from where we are, all the way to the North Bus Terminal, here in Medellin, the North Bus Terminal, to take a bus to Guatapé, which is highly recommended, and Peñón Rock, you pay like 25,000 pesos, 27,000 pesos. That's right now 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, like $6, $6 and some change. And that's a 30-minute taxi ride. 30-minute taxi ride in the US, like when I lived in New Jersey, from to the Liberty International Airport. I remember that was a $50 ride for like a 25-minute, a $50 taxi ride for about a 25-minute time spent in a taxi, moving. This is the party district area here. Mandala nightclub right there, Mandala nightclub on the second floor. And on the first floor, they got these little bars, these little small bars, and some eateries like Moe's Bar right there, Licorera, a liquor shop, another thing, a little hot dog place bar, and then another club, a nightclub called Follow the Cow, Siga la Vaca. And they got crossover music. And then even on this side, these are bars here, but they're closed at this hour, of course. But they're the bar area here. Let me see who else is talking to me so I can give back some good information. You're from Calcutta. Oh, the state of Bengal, West Bengal. Hey, yeah, man, Abhishek. When you come to Medellin, just send me a message through Instagram. I'm on Instagram as Traveling Eddie 1. Traveling Eddie 1. The same channel name I have on YouTube with a 1 at the end. That's how you find me on Instagram. And when you come, yeah, man, we'll hang out. I can only hang out on the weekend because Monday through Friday I work. I got to go back home and work in a little while. I have class because here in Colombia right now, it's about 11:30. I have to work in an hour. I have to be back home in an hour to connect and teach. Now this area here is called Bota del Dia. This is what I told you, where people come and party at night and whatever. It's a small party place. This is not big like Poblado or Laureles. This is just a small part. Envigado is a very quiet town. Look at the mountains over there. You see the mountain over there? Maybe you can see it up, but it's still hazy. That's the top of a hill, not even a mountain, but a big hill. The top of a hill there. It's just a hazy morning, but the sun is starting to break through. Let me see what you guys are saying. And I'm going into this area. If you're gonna come to Envigado and stay here and find something on Airbnb, I recommend you look into La Magnolia neighborhood, whatever they have in Envigado here in the Magnolia neighborhood. And you got a lot of little mom and pop restaurants and everything, places where you can have breakfast and all. Yeah, India is very nice. MW, I was there. And this guy, he's from Calcutta. I was in Bhubaneswar in 2019 in the state of Orissa. I was in Bhubaneswar and Jagannath Puri for 6 days before taking a train to Gaya in the state of Bihar. Is it Bihar? Yeah. Hey, Jalisco, thanks a lot, buddy. Jalisco Travels, thanks a lot for the $2 for the $1.99. I appreciate it. I'm just catching up on the messages right now. Thanks a lot, buddy. Yeah, I'm going back to India myself, man. And we'll meet up there too. But first, we'll meet here. Jeffrey Fall. What's up, Jeffrey Fell? How are you, Jeffrey? How's it going? Your apartment is in this area. Okay, cool. Yeah, MW3 to $5 max. And if you really go far, you might be paying $10 if you're going to Copacabana. Like 2 weeks ago, I was in Copacabana. And if you come from Copacabana back to Poblado, that would be maybe a 40,000 peso taxi ride, like $10. Living like a king. When you're with the you're gonna go to Mexico. Mexico is awesome. I really love Mexico. How much does teaching English pay for English from USA? Well, look, I'm just teaching Colombians. I'm not teaching Americans here. I mean, I'm not teaching other people, but I'm American. So I get paid. Let me go into the Magnolia. Let me go through another place. We'll walk back around this. I get paid here because I'm getting paid Colombian pesos, not American dollars. I get paid about working with an institute that they have the classes and they offer classes to us teachers, native speakers, natives from the States, Canada, whatever, or some Colombian that went to study English in the States or England, and they learned it very well when they were young or as a teenager or as a young adult. All of us, we get paid about $8 an hour. It ain't much, but this is Colombia. It does help here, but it wouldn't help much in the States. So this neighborhood's called La Magnolia. But private classes, for my private classes that I don't teach through any company or anything, it's just me, then I charge about $15 an hour. I charge twice as much. So you got these little hole-in-the-wall restaurants and cafes. Look, Venezuelan food place. In these places, you get really cheap deals, really good stuff. Sandwiches, palitos de queso. You got this. You could just chill and hang out. Brownies. And then you got the restaurant area over here that I'm going to show you. All these little hole in the wall. Oh, look. This restaurant over here, when I was still a meat eater, before I became a vegetarian, I used to have lunch here quite often, here in Envigado. $12, 12,000 pesos, menu of the day. It's called Pipelon, restaurant and bar. Menu, the daily menu of the day, but this is meat and whatever. And it's 12,000 pesos. That's less than $3. And that's like $2.50 for lunch. And the soup, and here's the menu of the day. Soup, vegetable soup, and red beans, cazuela, it's like a casserole. And then they got beef, like pork, something else, liver with onions, some kind of pork and sauce, barbecue sauce. They got chicharron. They got all this. I'm not a meat eater. I'm a vegetarian, but I'm just showing you what they have here. All these things, and $2.50. I mean, come on, guys. In the States, in Canada, in England, in Ireland, where are you gonna get the daily lunch special for $2.50? And that restaurant's been there for years. Let me see what other messages are here. Yeah. Still a good wage. MW, okay, you ate at that place. It's called Pipelon. Pipelon. Pipelon, that's the name of the restaurant. No, here the streets in this area are very quiet. Only in the park area is where it's very busy. Best cities, yeah, Cartagena, Medellin, Bogota, Cucuta, no, Medellin and Cartagena. Bogota, like Medellin doesn't have a lot of museums. So if you want more cultural things, like a lot of cultural stuff like the Museum of Gold and the big Museum of Art and a lot more things to do in the city, that would be Bogota. But Bogota is colder. Bogota is a colder city. It's a higher elevation and it's colder. It's not warm. It's cold. It's around, I don't know, it's just cold. It's about 72 degrees for a high, 70 degrees, 65. And it rains a lot there too, and it's cold dirt. It's not like over here where you can walk around with shorts and you feel a little warm, whatever. And if you come to Medellin, Medellin has friendlier people in general than Bogota. And there are other things. There's so many things you could do in Medellin, and it's got its own different kind of culture, but it's different. And all of this. This is La Magnolia neighborhood, so I'm just walking around it, and these are quiet streets. And Cucuta, not really. Cucuta is not a touristy city. Mostly nobody goes there on tourism unless you really want to go and see Cucuta. That's on the border with Venezuela. And what was the other question there? What other city did you ask about? Cartagena, yeah, Cartagena is good, but very hot and humid. And there's not as much to do there as there is in Medellin or Bogota. The good thing about Medellin, and I'm going to be working on a video talking about Colombia soon, and about some recent news, is that on the weekend, if you're here for 2 weeks, you can visit Guatapé, which is about 2 hours away by bus. Guatapé. Look, this is another restaurant here called Zacatecas, Mexican restaurant. Colombians love Mexican food. Really, in the big cities, in big towns, Colombians love Mexican food. It's a big thing here in Colombia. And you get a lot of these restaurants around here, Zacatecas and whatever kind of places. And there are a lot of eateries around here in these neighborhoods, barbershops, everything. And this other place here is a bakery. Must be in Calcutta in mid-September to January. It's awesome. Okay, cool. No, I have never been to Cucuta. Cucuta, no, I have never been there. Well, furnished apartments are very difficult to come by. Furnished apartments are very difficult to come by. Not impossible, but very difficult, guys. Simply because people here in Colombia have the tendency, when they rent apartments, they haven't taken care of the furniture, haven't taken good care of the furniture in the past. So a lot of people don't like to, because people here really have to work hard and save their money to buy good furniture, and then they don't want to rent out apartments with furniture. That's Airbnb. Your best bet is Airbnb, like the negotiated long stay with people. Or if you make friends here, maybe then they can point you in the right direction. But it's very difficult to find an apartment that is furnished and for rent, and that they will rent it through an agency. They do exist, but they're not as common. So you can come to the rental agencies. Oh, there's even on Facebook, there's a Facebook group called Medellin Gringos. Check it out on Facebook. I used to be in it, but I don't even use Facebook anymore. And look at this. This is a little mom and pop shop here where you can buy some local veggies. And if you want to say, buenos días, ¿cómo está, señor? Murrapitos. Small, the mini bananas, miniature bananas. They're called murrapitos. You've never seen that in the States. And nice people. The old man just said hi to me, and I'm saying hi back to him. I just don't like to point the camera in people's faces so they don't get grumpy. People, these are quiet neighborhoods. These are people, families that have been living here their whole lives. Hola, buenos días, ¿cómo está? Buenos días. In very religious sector here, this Magnolia neighborhood. This is La Magnolia, Magnolia neighborhood. Guanabana is your favorite fruit. All right, you'll get a lot of guanabana here. Hey, what do I like most about India, Abhishek? I love everything about India. I was there for 48 days and I fell in love with the country. India saved my life. I've gotten into that story before, but we'll talk about it when you come here and we meet up. And India, people are so friendly. At least they were very friendly to me when I was in India and everything. Look at people here are very just hanging out on the street all year round. This is like this in Envigado and Medellin. All year round. There's no winter here. There's no snow. There is no extreme heat. There is no snow. It does get a little cool at times of the year, but just a little cool. Sometimes the temperature in Envigado, because Envigado is higher than Medellin, the temperature is about 2 to 3 degrees Celsius cooler than Medellin. Medellin, in terms of Laureles and Conquistadores in downtown Medellin, it's lower. It's a lower elevation, so it's warmer there. But I love India. I really love India. I love the spiritual energy there, the Shakti, the Shanti, the peace, the food. I'm a vegetarian. I love the Indian architecture of the temples, of the mosques, the Jain temples, the ones I saw, the Hindu temples, the Buddhist stupas that I saw in Bodh Gaya. It was very, very nice. Look at all these mom and pop restaurants. This is another little hole in the wall. Buenos días, ¿cómo le va, señor? So they have here the menu of the day. It's also for less than, it's $2.50. Sopa de vegetales, vegetable soup, pork on the grill, not on the grill, on grilled. Yeah, it's grilled, but not a grill, plancha. It's like a flat grill, not a grill with like on a cookout machine. No, not on a barbecue, but chicken and everything, rice, salad, and a drink, all for $2.50. And these are hole in the wall. And this is something typical in Colombia. Calentado is breakfast with hot chocolate for 7,000 pesos. This is about $1.25. $1.25 or something, $1.20. Beans that are left over from the previous day. Beans, arepa. The beans, arepa, and some cooked eggs, scrambled eggs, and with hot chocolate for 7,000 pesos. So this is a hole in the wall. And you see, hole in the wall, just about 3 or 4 tables. Hola, ¿cómo están? ¿Bien? Ah, qué bueno. El fogón de Felipe se llama. Ah, qué bueno, gracias. Aquí mostrando en vivo un video, hablándole a la gente de que aquí en Colombia, en Envigado, hay restaurantecitos pequeños donde uno puede conseguir un almuerzo por $2.50 aproximadamente. En cambio, en Estados Unidos y Canadá es un almuerzo así en una parte, por más barato que sea, no le baja de 13 o 14 dólares. Y aquí le rinde mucho al gringo y al canadiense el dólar y a los europeos. Muchas gracias. Colombo venezolana, ah, qué bueno. Excelente que Venezuela está representando y con el sabor colombiano también. Los venezolanos que yo conozco son muy buena gente, en general, hace años desde Estados Unidos. Ok, gracias. Hasta luego. Feliz día. Very nice people. They're Venezuelan and they got their restaurant here. And this is here in La Magnolia. Very nice people. I love India. I just love India. And I'm going back to live there. I've been living in this country for 24 years total. My mom and my dad are from this country, so my heritage is Colombian, but I was born and raised in the US, like you guys know already. But not job. Abhishek, he just found out right now. So yeah, all kinds of things. These are only these guys that are going around to make some money. They're playing some instruments and with a copyright song. But anyhow, it is what it is in life, and they're trying to make their living because these are hard times. Hola, buenos días. That have fallen upon the whole world and everything. So it is what it is. Hermano, gracias. Esté bien. And look at arepas de queso. Nice arepas de queso. Ah, metidas con chicharrón y queso adentro. ¿A cuánto venden el paquete para saber?
Ya vienen listas, preasadas,
Ajá.
si no voltearlas a 13.000, trae 5, vean.
13.005. Son arepas de queso con rellenas con chicharrón o carne.
Puro chicharrón.
Puro chicharrón apenas.
Pero chicharrón con carnudo.
Chicharrón carnudo. Ah, bueno.
Deliciosa.
Muchas gracias.
A la orden.
Buen día. A 13.500. 13. Ah, ok, gracias. Trae 5. Okay. She's telling me that those cheese arepas are called arepas de queso because it's just a lot of cheese with the dough, and inside they're filled. Ooh, hello, young ladies, and they're filled with chicharrón, pork crackling, pork crackling. Okay, and for 13,000 pesos, it comes. And she said very good pork in it, very good pork crackling chicharrón. That's 13,000 pesos. That's 4, 8, 12. That's about $3, give or take a few cents. $3. Charla Unplugged. Is that Charla Unplugged? Yeah, it is Charla Unplugged. She's a friend out there from the northeastern states, from the East Coast. Charla, it's been a while. How are you, Charla? Good morning to you. Or good afternoon now, maybe, because we're out 1 hour behind the East Coast in terms of time. Good morning to you, Charla. How's it going? She's got a YouTube channel by the same name. That's her YouTube channel, Charla Unplugged. Check her out. She's out there in the States. I always forget, is it Virginia or is it, I think it is, no, that's not Virginia, is it? I think it's Ohio. I remember now, Charla. It's Ohio. If I got it wrong, I got it wrong again. But if I remember right now, it is Ohio. How you doing, Charla? Now I'm walking up this way because I don't have much time left and I gotta go work. No, I don't go to concerts. Daddy Yankee, no, buddy. No, there's no direct flight to fly there. Well, right now the cost of living in Colombia is more expensive than Venezuela, because Venezuela is still going through some difficulties with their money. All right, MW, good luck, man. Good luck with finding better income and all that, buddy. Thanks a lot for the good wishes. So no, I don't go to concerts. I'm not a concert person, and these days I have a lot of restrictions because I take care of my mother at night. There's a nurse taking care of my mother in the morning. So yeah. So remember, guys, I am on Instagram as Traveling81. And we're coming up, walking up along the canalization here. The canalization, the canal. And yeah, it's an overcast day. The sun was starting to come through. The sky was starting to open up, but it closed up. Again, it's very cloudy. Probably might rain later on in the afternoon. I got to get back, have my lunch, and then just relax. But no, I don't go to concerts, Abhishek. I love India. I just got to say once again, I love India. I have some videos that I made on YouTube that I edited up on YouTube, but that's when I went to India in 2019. I was not a YouTuber at that time, so I was just making some very amateur videos just for my own private memories. I never thought I was going to be a YouTuber, and I became a YouTuber. And here I am. And then those were the first videos I started uploading about India, but I was not a YouTuber. I didn't have a gimbal for my smartphone like I do now. I didn't have a GoPro camera like I do now. And I have gotten better, and that's why this video is not shaky. This guy selling mangoes, Tommy mangoes. This is still typical here in Colombia, like in India. They move around with those little carts, push carts, a push cart, and selling their fruit and veggies in the local neighborhoods. That's a lot of informal economy workers. A lot of people in Colombia are poor. This is a very poor country too. It's not very rich. That's why prices here are very cheap for anybody coming with US dollars, making a US salary or Canadian dollar salary. Oh, when you come here, Abhishek, there is a group of Indians from India that on Saturdays or Sundays, I think it's on Sundays, they play cricket. I remember there's a short video I made last year in February or March before I left for Mexico, and there were Indians playing cricket here in Medellin. They were playing cricket in Medellin, here in Medellin. This is Envigado, but Medellin is the next city. And they were playing cricket in front of the Museo de Moderno de Medellin, in front of the Museum of Modern Art of Medellin, the Medellin Museum of Modern Art, the Mazamorra lady. And they play cricket there. Those are the only people I know that play cricket. And there are a couple, there's one Indian restaurant in Poblado called Zaika. Zaika. It's right there, like 1 block away from Poblado Park. It's on Calle 9, 9th Street or 8th Street, next to a Notary Public. And next to this other restaurant, I forgot what they call it, Zorba. Next to the Zorba restaurant, Z-O-R-B-A, Zorba. And it's called Zaika. And it's Indian food. I think it's tandoori, South Indian food. And it's a restaurant owned and operated by an Indian family, from what I remember being told. I have never eaten there, but I have passed by through there a couple of times. So Abhishek, you can find that Indian restaurant. There's another one called Naan, like naan, the bread. There are 2 locations that I know about, one in Poblado on Provenza Street, right there, and another one in Laureles, Naan. It's near the Guadalupe restaurant, Mexican food, in that area. And the people that play cricket, this is the creek, the Ajura Creek. This is the canalization, the canal for the creek to come down from the mountain. Ayura. The Cricket World Cup. Oh yeah, wow, that would be cool. And here, Abhishek, and everybody watching this down the line, hey man, Abhishek, tell all your Indian family and friends who want to support an American who loves India and support this channel, tell them to check out my channel. And if they like my channel, the videos that I'm making, the ones I made about India, and the ones I've made in Mexico, and the ones I'm making here before returning to India, tell them to check me out. And if they like it, they can subscribe and all of that. It's all free. I will be returning to India next year. I'm working hard. I am going to go back, and I will be living in India, traveling all over India, but I'll be staying in each place for about a month because I need to look for economic options, because I don't make US dollars, I make Colombian pesos. So I need to stay in each place for 1 month, 28 days. That's how I get a cheap deal on Airbnb. Then when I'm there and I'm meeting people, because I need a very strong and stable internet connection for my classes, so I can turn my computer on, my laptop, and teach my Colombian students all the way from India and still continue making my money. This is the way I roll until my YouTube channel becomes very good and strong and making me good money, and then I'll just be a full-time travel blogger and basically just traveling India, and in between Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and then I'll be coming back to Colombia just every 2 years, every year, to visit my family, my mom, my dad. I'll come back here for a couple of weeks, visit the family, and then go back to India. India is my life. Jai Hind, Jai Hind. And when I mean Jai Hind, I'm talking about India, Jai Bharat. Not Hinduism, I'm talking about just everybody in India, the whole country, the whole spiritual energy. Jai Hind. And I want to go to Jaipur. It's not Jaipur. Pronunciation is Jaipur. People have taught me this. Come to Jaipur. Come to Bhubaneswar. Come to Himachal Pradesh. I was in Himachal Pradesh. There are 2 videos on the channel, 3 videos that I made when I was in the village of Gargi and in Balyani and doing a trek trekking in the mountains near Baliani. Now this is an outdoor park. Sometimes I come to this park here and I do exercise. Very noisy. And I do exercise here. They got a machine here where I can do bench pressing right there and everything. And then I come up on this thing and I do pull-ups. And I go to the other side, I do dips. Hey doggies, how are you? Buenos días, ¿cómo están? Bien, bien, no tranquilo, yo quiero los perritos. A mí no me molestan para nada. And I come and do here dips. I do dips on this thing here, but not today. And then you can work out with your own body weight here, the leg exercise. And this is a place I come to sometimes because you got some nice shade from the sun. Right now I'm breaking out a little sweat because it's warm and just a little humid. Que tengan un buen día, hasta luego. Es que le llegó más amiguitos allá. More doggy friends. Dogs, I'm a dog lover. All right, so let's continue, guys. These are construction vehicles, dump trucks. So they got a lot of material they're hauling somewhere. Yeah, it's almost 12 o'clock here in Colombia. It's 5 minutes to 12 o'clock noon. The sun is right over our head. So it's noon, just about noon. And in 30 minutes, I got to connect and work, teach. And then I have another class at 3 p.m. until 4:30. Then I finish my work day. A lot of construction trucks, dump trucks, that's why it's noisy. The Abby girl, what is this? You're welcome. I just can't see well who it is that says TY80. Thank you, Eddie. The ABX girl or something. You're welcome. Victor Manuel, what's up, Victor? From Miami. What's up, Victor? How are you? How to learn good Spanish. Before you come, just do Duolingo and YouTube videos to learn basic Spanish. And then when you get here, you practice with people. People are very friendly. And they will make their time and effort to understand you and help you improve your Spanish. That's the only way you can really learn it. And safety between India and Colombia. India is safer than Colombia. India is safer than Colombia. I will not BS. I will tell you the straight truth. India is much safer than Colombia. That's my opinion. So if you don't really know Spanish, like Victor Manuel is saying there, what's up, Victor Manuel from Miami? If you don't know Spanish, it's going to be more difficult here because most people do not speak English in Colombia. They have no idea of English, most people. Colombia has one of the poorest, lowest English language, spoken English rate, like very low. Colombians don't know much English. It's only a few people who are from rich families or middle-class families that know some good English. Very few, and only in the touristy areas. They're cutting down a tree here, a branch, and this guy, I gotta be careful. I don't want to get myself a branch to fall on me. That's why they got traffic stopped. And they're just bringing down a branch they cut so it doesn't fall and hurt anybody. Maybe because the tree is overgrown and they're bringing down the branch, a big branch they cut off. So I'm about to end this stream, guys. These days I cannot keep a normal schedule streaming on Friday nights because of my mother's situation, because of her illness. And I've been very tired because I work. Some days I work 11 hours on the computer teaching English in front of a screen like this, in front of my laptop, teaching English online, virtually to people here in Colombia. Some days I work 11 hours, some days I work 8 hours. Today is 1 hour, 2 hour, 3.5 hour, 4.5, 5 hour work day. Today's an easy day for me, the easiest one. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are 8 hours or 11 hours of work. Oh, I feel some raindrops coming. So guys, thank you for checking me out. Remember, I'm on Instagram as Traveling81. Easy rider, everybody. Take care. Be safe. And yeah, thanks for your good vibes, Easy Rider, for my mom, Victor Manuel, everybody. And just Abhishek, hit me up on Instagram, Traveling81. Now, I'm supposed to be walking here, and then the cyclist is just running through the light. He's supposed to stop because I'm a pedestrian, but it doesn't always happen. You got to be careful with things here in Colombia. Pedestrians don't have the right of way. You have to be very careful here, even when you have the pedestrian sign to cross. So guys, Traveling81 on Instagram. Everybody, take care. I gotta go to work. And stay tuned for more daily reels on YouTube. 15-second reels about Medellin, Envigado, and beyond. Take care. Namaste. Namaskar. Hasta luego. Bye-bye. It's gonna rain. I gotta put this phone away. I don't have a camera in the gimbal. Thanks a lot, Victor. Victor, thanks a lot for the donation. Thanks a lot. I'm glad I looked again before turning this off. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye. Stay real. Stay blessed. Enjoy your weekend.